is giving the guy the power. And I don't think he understands that.
I don't think he's going to pass the fourth round.
I'm keeping my weight low in case something happens. You know, I'm super light right now. I've been like that for like the last month.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Inside the Cage. Dana White clues. Ignite a potential rematch. As you know, we've got the potential rematch brewing between Islam Makhachev and Charles Oliveira. And guess who's throwing in their 2 cents? None other than Dustin Poirier. Now let's rewind a bit. Back in October 2022, Makhachev pulled off a second-round submission win over Oliveira at UFC 280. Then, fast forward to UFC 294, where the rematch was supposed to go down, but Oliveira had to bail because of a sharp cut he picked up during sparring. That is why Dana White hasn't given us the official green light on the rematch, but he's been dropping hints for the fans and suggesting it makes sense. And here comes Poirier, dropping his own opinion in an interview with Mike Bone from Emma Junkie. He is saying that if Oliveira is firing on all cylinders, Makhachev might have a few headaches coming his way. Poirier seems to believe that a fully focused Oliveira is a force to be reckoned with. Now, that's some fight analysis served up with a side of anticipation.
If Oliveira's mindset is in it, if he's the same guy who fought me, who fought Chandler, I think he can win that fight. You know, I don't think he wanted to fight in that title fight. He looked like he didn't want to be there. You know, he quit on himself, it looked like. That's what my opinion. But I know personally he has the skills to beat the best guys in the world, and he has done that time and time again. It's just, if he goes in there with his mindset locked in, ready to go, I think he can beat him.
Well, Makhachev's playing a bit of matchmaking himself, dropping the bomb that he'd prefer to throw down with Justin Gaethje rather than run it back with Oliveira. But yes, he's not one to stir the pot too much. He's cool with whatever the UFC big shots decide. So if this rematch goes from maybe to let's do this, it's gonna be a real showdown. UFC renowned commenter warns Pereira, who's calling for round 5 in the octagon. None other than Alex Pereira, throwing shade in Israel Adesanya's direction. Here's the curveball. They're not even in the same weight class anymore. Particularly the news drops, and even Jamahal Hill's eyebrows shoot up in surprise. Because seriously, who saw this coming? Not most of us, that's for sure. Now, enter Daniel Cormier, the man who knows a thing or two about heated rivalries and misrepresenting 2 shiny divisional titles. However, he is playing the chess master here, saying that all the buzz around Pereira wanting a piece of Adesanya is like a gift wrapped in shiny paper for the stylebender himself. It makes people talk, speculate, and maybe even scratch their heads a bit.
No, I get it. You want to beat them and put them in their place. But every time, especially when you're on the mountaintop, you speak to him, you give him power. And that's what Izzy should do. Because Izzy now, dude, he goes, I own a lot of property. Most of my real estate is in Alex Pereira's head. Because when Alex Pereira is the king of the world, he is calling for him. So by putting this rivalry and making it so important to him, he is giving the guy the power. And I don't think he understands that.
While Pereira's been keeping himself busy, stepping into the cage twice and snatching victories. Whereas Adesanya went on a roller coaster ride, snatching the title back from Pereira, only to hand it over to Sean Strickland at UFC 293 in September. And nowadays, Adesanya's taking a breather, chilling out before making his next move. This guy is living his best life and letting the world see it. Go check out his adventures. It's like a virtual vacation for the rest of us. Trainer, disclose major shifts for Edwards' Showdown. Since March 2022, Colby's been on a bit of a hiatus after taking down Jorge Masvidal in a decision victory. See, he's been grinding in the gym, getting hungrier than ever. Now, the plot thickens even more. According to the masterminds behind Covington's training, Cesar Carneiro and Daniel Valverde, they explain that Chaos is not just coming back with the same tricks. However, he's flipping the script and changing up his style. Particularly, Cesar Carneiro dropped the knowledge bomb that turns out Colby has never really been a southpaw in the first place. Oops! They're banking on this switch-up, turning him into a striking powerhouse come December 16th.
Realize that Colby's not a real southpaw. So now we know exactly what we have to work with him. You know, get his cross better, get like his orthodox better, and we did. If you look at him now, he's amazing. He doesn't drop his hand like before, like a boxer.
According to the opinion of Colby Covington's coaches, Chaos is not just a better striker, he's packing more power than ever. Additionally, they're expecting a knockout win.
I don't think he's going to pass the fourth round.
Simply, Cesar Carneiro and Daniel Valverde are both throwing down some predictions for his upcoming fight against Leon Edwards.
I say TKO fourth round, third or fourth round, TKO, Bobby.
Colby Covington has yet to dish out a clean knockout since he went up against Tyron Woodley, and even that was a TKO due to injury. You've got to rewind to UFC 202 for his last legit TKO against Max Griffin. Now here's where it gets interesting. Leon Edwards, the man stepping into the ring with chaos, has never been knocked out in his entire career. So if Covington manages to pull off a TKO against Edwards, that's not just a win, it's a statement. All in all, this is one storyline you don't want to miss. UFC Phenom's latest plan on Twitter. So the former dual-weight champ is eyeing a return to the octagon, and rumor has it we might see him throw down with Michael Chandler in April. But McGregor's been doing some math, and he's got his sights set on a knockout record. According to the most reliable sources, it has come to know that McGregor just jumped on his official Twitter account today to chat with fans about his comeback. When asked about how many stoppage victories he has left in him, he dropped the bomb that he's aiming for 23 knockouts. Strange number, right? But wait for it, it's the same figure as Anderson Silva's knockout record. Yep, Conor's not just looking to match it, he's gunning to beat it. My next one will mark my 20th KO in professional MMA, so I'm looking forward to that. 20 KOs in MMA is an incredible feat. Anderson has 23 overall, so a nice aim for me. Conor McGregor wrote on social media earlier today, you know, Conor's aiming for 23 knockouts, the same legendary number as Anderson Silva. Here's the twist. The Spider hasn't exactly hung up his gloves. In a recent interview, Silva made discussions for one last matchup in Japan. A showdown with Hayato Sakurai next year. It's like the climax of a martial arts movie, right? But, and it's a big but, details are scarce about this potential retirement bout. We're in the dark about what's going down, but man, Silva's not done just yet. A plot twist for sure. Shocking trilogy fight proposal? Dustin Poirier and Justin Gaethje J are eyeing each other for a potential matchup in the recent UFC buzz. Now, rewind to April 2018, and you've got their first meeting, a clash so intense it snagged Fight of the Year honors. Poirier walked away with the win, marking his third straight victory in the division. Fast forward 5 years to UFC 291, and they're at it again. With the series locked at one apiece, fans are going nuts for a trilogy, and guess what? Poirier's not shutting the door on it. He's open to the idea of going toe-to-toe with Gaethje J one more time, and getting this, it might happen sooner than we think.
I'm keeping my weight low in case something happens. You know, I'm super light right now. I've been like that for like the last month. I don't have any plans. What happened, I thought could happen, so that made me excited. We'll see. When they call with that name, then I'll do it. But UFC 300, you know, I made my debut at UFC 125, January 1st, 2011. I'm not going to be here at UFC 400. You know what I mean? I'm 34 years old. So to make it on that UFC 300 card would be cool if I get the right opponent, you know, an exciting fight. So we'll see. I don't know. I could fight before then. Who knows? Yeah, I would take that for sure. Yeah, for sure I would take that fight. And 300 would be a great card to do it on. But we'll see. And if I was in Justin's shoes, if he's guaranteed a title shot, you might not want to risk it. But hey, this is fighting. People get antsy. We'll see what happens. But I'm definitely open to that.
After Justin Gaethje J clinched that highlight reel victory over Dustin Poirier, it's like he got a golden ticket to the lightweight title opportunity event. And it's a big, but he might need to bring some patience to the game. So, while Gaethje J's probably polishing that title shot golden ticket, he might need to wait a bit. The lightweight title match seems to be taken for now. So, let's see what will happen next in the future. Alright guys, that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. See you at the next one. Until then, goodbye.